Okay, hi everyone. We are going to work on our hexagon tiles. It is called the Lollipop. We have lost track of how many times we have done this because my original one is this one. And that was my first sample before we even had them started making them. And then I did this one yesterday. And if you saw my little update, you saw that we just had issues. I was not keeping my hands in focus or in the frame. And then, so I came in here and I did this, and I just did a solid color because I thought, well, let's see what it looks like. And I used a chunky yarn, which you can, now this is a real, I love this yarn. I wish I could remember what kind it was. It's so soft. So you can see that if you use a chunky yarn, of course, you're going to get a whole lot bigger square. Of course, this is I believe a 3-weight, and I liked it. I think in a cotton, this would make a great coaster. This stitch would make a good baby blanket, a table runner, anything like that. Even a placemat, if you just build it out, would make a pretty one. Or, it is thin, so it wouldn't be very bulky on the table. And so we're going to try this again. And we are going to use I'm saying this, looking for a hook. That is not the hook I need. It is a variegated, different, yarn. This was a project, and I frogged it because though I love the stitch, I did it in a drop sedge stitch, and I do like that. But I was trying to, it wasn't big enough. It wasn't enough, and so I frogged it, and we're going to use that for right now. And plus, we're just going to use one color. Let's get closer to the pattern. As we can see here, it starts with a chain 4. The stitches we're going to use are chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double, and a double crochet. And of course, the arrows show where we're going to start a round. And this is only a 5-round pattern. And these are the little samples. It's just, done in 2-tone. And we are going to get started. And we're going to hopefully keep our hands where they need to be. And we are going to do this right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. He doesn't need to be in the frame. We need this. So we're going to kind of adjust here. I'm going to do the magic ring. If you don't like the magic ring, just remember to chain 4, then slip stitch it together to form your ring. And what we're going to do, if you've done that, your choice of that, then we are going to do a chain 3. And then we're going to do 11 double crochets. So when we're done, you should be able to count 12. That's going to be including that chain 3. So we're just going to do double crochet. I'm just keeping my little tail with me to anchor it in the middle of that circle. And so I'm going to let you go ahead and make your 12. If you're unsure about the double crochet, you're going to yarn over. We're going to go through the middle of your circle. Then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And if you look back, you'll see some beginner crochet stitch tutorials. If you need to go refresh your course, go look at those. And I will be right back with you when I have my 12. Remember, we're counting that 3 chain as your first double. Okay, so I've got 11. This is going to be 12 in total. So I'm going to pull this. We're just going to look again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because I am not changing my colors between rows, we're just going to do a slip stitch. And this one we are going to do all half double crochets, and it's going to be 2 in every space. So to get started, we're going to chain 2. That counts as our first double crochet. Now our double crochets, yarn over, pull through just like you do a double, but we're going to go through all 3 loops. That counts as 1 stitch. Here's our second stitch. You're going to do 2 of them. And when you get done, you should have 24. And so we are going to let you get your round in there, and then we'll start on row 3, which is where we're going to start shaping our hexagon, because right now we're just making a circle. So I'll see you back here at the end. Just remember 2 half double crochets in every space. Okay, so now we're at our last 2 double crochets. And you can see my colors have changed. We're going to slip stitch in our first chain. It just worked itself right about halfway, didn't it? All right, so this row, it's going to be a combination of all the stitches. We're going to chain 3. It's going to count as our double crochet. And this is going to be one of the corners, so we want to do 2 more in that space. And all these sides are done the same way. So between corners here, we're going to do, corner starts with our 3 double crochets. And then we're going to do a half double, a single, and we're going to do a half double. That gets us to our next corner. We're going to do the 3 double crochets in here, and then again our next side we're going to do a half double, a single, and a half double, and then we're back to the next corner, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. One more. Okay, so we're going to let you work those as you're on your own. Just remember our corners are 3 double crochets, half double, single, half double, and then we're ready for our next corner. And I will meet back with you here at the end, and we'll start row, make sure I'm 4. Okay, so I've just did my another corner, and so right here we're going to be doing this 6th side, and this is a half double, a single, a half double, and then we're going to slip stitch the top of that chain 3 that we made the beginning of it, and there you can see it taking shape. And now the next row are all half double crochets, and to keep our shape we are going to do chain 2, which is, if you remember, is our half double, and then we're going to do 2 more. These are going to be our corners. I'm laying on my yarn. Here we go. Now to make sure you're putting your corners in the right space. So we're not going to count our cluster here. We're just going to count here. Then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th one is going to be our other corner. If it gets confusing exactly which part of that cluster you need to put it in, that's what we want to count. Okay, so we're going to just remember we're just doing half doubles all the way around. Okay, so we're just going to do that again, our side. Remember, count 6, and we'll do another cluster, and I'm going to let you continue on that in your own pace, and we will meet again at the end of that row. Okay, so we've got our last side here. I've just did my 3. I like these kind of projects to go along if you're having to wait, if you can crochet while you're in the car, airplane. We got 2 more sides, don't we? Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. But they're kind of a nice, easy project to do, because once you remember the order of the rows, 1, 2, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can just kind of work on them, and they don't take long to make, so it's a quick project. You can use leftover yarns. Okay, there's so far. I got 2 more sides to go, so I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and we'll see you at the end of this round. Okay, so I'm on my last half double on the side, and slip stitch that, and there we go. It doesn't really, I mean, unless you really look at it, and of course if you're changing your colors every row like we did with this one, you can kind of see the difference. But I like the way this yarn feels. I think this is a bulky 5. I'm trying to remember. And our last row is all double crochets. That's what I mean about it easy, quick. And we're going to make sure we do our corners, which are the double crochets, and then for counting between them, just if you want to make sure you're on the right space, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. On your 8th one will be your corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and our 8th is going to be our 3 double crochets in the corner. Keep losing it. So there's your one side. Okay, so we're going to do that, of course, all the way around. So the only way for me to make sure I'm crocheting in the proper space, I like to count between them, so I know which corner stitch needs the 3. You can put a stitch marker. You can do whatever makes it easy for you. I just know my 8th one is my corner stitch. Otherwise, I'm afraid that I'll do it too soon or too late in that. And I did not count while I was doing that. Where's my 3? My corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, and we'll join at the end, and that is it for this. As like I said, it's a very quick and easy hexagon, and but it can be used for so many creative things. All right, so I only have 2 more stitches. It's changed its color again, and it's funny that all this is one, skein of yarn that I had bought, and the white feels such a different texture than even this side. Okay, so we're just going to do a slip stitch and straighten ourselves out. Of course, if you continue this, especially with something like this, you can do a nice hexie blanket. you know, be kind of neat to see what stitches you can add to it, make it a variety. But anyway, that's our, yep, I'm counting my sides to make sure I didn't do something wrong. And no, I'm not clipping it because, just a quick ending, my phone's getting really hot. So here's this. I think I ended with it. Stop saying it when I said I'm not gonna cut it, because I'm actually gonna frog this and put it back on its ball. I wound it up. I just wanted to use it to see how this would go. And I think it'd be really pretty if it was a smaller change color way. And again, I should have used the scrap puzzle yarn. That would have been interesting. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And next time, oh, I want to show you what, I'm going to let you vote. So if you watch this to the end, where is it? Yep, there it is. You guys can vote between springtime, because next week will be start of spring, or spring stripes, which is a little different. I believe I have some spring colored yarn. We could do that. So if you watched it all the way through, I appreciate it. So pick which one you like, guys. And that's what we'll do for next Friday. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day.